Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to ETC. Today we'll be continuing our, I guess you could call them lore discussion, sort of lore through of what is effectively going to end up being the Lotus's story. So, after playing through Natar, it seemed like it might be pointful to go through the second dream and offer people an amount of important context. So, without offering too much in the way of spoilers, I would like to get into that. I guess we'll start with this cinematic. I also thought it might be helpful to offer a little more context as to who is Hun now.
The sentient Hunhow has grown strong again, and his thoughts have invaded my own. Worse still, he has enlisted the Stalker to find the reservoir, a weak point of all Tenno, a place I hid long ago. I think the Stalker is on the cusp of finding this place. Do not let this happen.
Alright, sounds simple enough. Alright. Let's go gathering some intel. But, as I've probably mentioned a few times in this, I've been trying to work on a explanation of the Lotus, but it's actually a pretty big conversation. So whether bits and pieces of this are necessary for content, or it does help anybody watching understand what I'm talking about, because I will work on my storytelling skills, but I'll be honest, I am not the best storyteller. I always have a tendency to rush things, nor am I a terribly spoiler-conscious person.
You're nearing the console. Trick happens now, and they will start destroying the data.
How do we get in there? I definitely should have played Titania. I hate spy missions. Okay, I was sort of hoping I would be able to kill that in time. But, okay. That's weird. Alright. That's nice.
When I see your mind, I already have found them. You owe me their lives.
Yeah. Hunhow is an interesting character who I honestly hope gets more time in game. He is seemingly an old leader of the sentient war against the Orokin. And maybe he does just sort of feel like that because he's one of the few that we've met. But as you can hear, he speaks with authority. He has a plan. He expects it to be executed. So he definitely doesn't seem like a random grunt who just ended up in the Origin system. Thus, ended up becoming important.
Target compromise nearby. If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Where is the data conduit? I can't get in that way. How am I getting into this room? Can I get in from the top? Can I see any doors in? I can't even see a way in there. Is that open? No, not realistically. Okay, there's a tunnel there. Apologies if this makes me look silly. I really do hate spy missions. I'm not a very puzzly person. I also don't have the best eyesight. I feel like that's gotta be important somehow. But no, I can't even get into that. And in general, it seems like I want to go down. No, I can't get in there either. Can I hack this? No. I'm so stupid. Apologies for that. I wonder if I could teleport all the way across this. Actually, yes. Nuts. Nope, no laser grids or anything. Hello, friends. Alright, great. Clean extraction. Can I get out this way?
This is bizarre. It's for me. I need a moment to contact this person. Get to extraction.
Alright, I will work on that, Lotus. Hopefully I can get out this way. But I'm starting to think I should just head back the way I came. Does that open anything? No, just ready. Oh, yes! Huzzah! But alright. We're still digging around Hunhow's lair. That is no good. Wah. Wah.
Hunhow is listening. I will be discreet. The message you uncovered was an offer to help us. I do not trust the person who wrote it, but we are out of options.
Okie dokie. Right, we are looking for sentient fragments. I'm gonna be honest, I get the impression we could find them all over the origin system.
Hello, Tenno.
Oh, hello, Allard V.
You know I've always had my ear to the camp. Those dogs don't have a clue what kind of throw will come out. But I do. Shall I show you? Don't worry, you can trust me this time.
Sure, buddy.
I know. Our past has been slightly, combative. But genocidal invaders from the other system make strange bedfellows, wouldn't you say?
He is right. And is one of our early insights into how the origin system views us.
Nightmare of the Oregon, boogeyman to the crawlers. That thing must have put us in quite a panic for her to be working with the likes of me.
Oop. That was weird.
Seems like a pretty quite powerful threat, hasn't it? I wonder what's under that scary, smoking exterior. Hot and cold, perhaps.
Alright, into the water. And apologies if that hadn't come up before, but Hunhow is Natar's father. The way that sentience reproduce, propagate, is a little bit strange. So, I don't know if you'd really consider them like father and son. I get the impression it's more like creator. But they view themselves as family. So that is also sort of interesting to know about the sentience, that they do also have this concept of a family unit. Because obviously, as mechanical beings, that wasn't a given. But this is why I refer to Hunhow as Space Grandpa. And as you may have heard me allude to, we actually have a quite large extended space family these days. It's kind of cool. And I kind of think that that's what they're trying to do. Eventually we're going to be like the One Piece crew and have like all of the races in the origin system sort of, not exactly in our employ, but on our side. And that's why we have people. I guess in this case, I suppose Allard V as a corpo representative. For they're not all bad. If your interests align, they're helpful. They're just generally pretty self-interested. But people like that are often motivated and driven. They often won't need as much help as someone who is terrified. So, they don't make bad allies, as far as you can trust them. Oh, is it this? I don't really understand what it wants me to look for. So, yeah, I guess we're looking for sentient parts. But it hasn't given me an indication that
Getting colder.
Oh, okay, fine.
You must smell the prize, because I know you can't see it. You were warm, but now you're not. Yes, getting warmer.
Okay, he's really giving me the impression that it is in this cave. Oh, is it down here? This looks promising. Alright. Thank you, Allard V. Oh, okay, we're not going up. Oh. I guess I'll head in there. Oh, that's where I came from. I'm pretty sure. Okay. I guess they're sentient fragments, but honestly, any part of a sentient I'd expect to be too big for me to carry out of here. No, because there are multiple exits to this place. Okay, no, there is not. What?
Yes, this is the spot.
Yeah, I imagine it's these bone things. But I don't understand what it wants me to do with them. Like, this looks extremely sus, but I can't bust through this. I hope this isn't bugged. But I'm definitely going to cut this search out. Thus have no under... Oh, I can get up.
Yes, this is it. Of my father, destroyed in the old war. I can use it to see him. I see the stalker stronger. Hunhow's voice within him. I see the reservoir, but I feel confusion. He doesn't know unless... Oh no.
Thank
Okay, that was
Yes, hurry, Tenno.
extremely embarrassing.
Last time you got close with the sentients, you wiped out an entire civilization. But you don't remember that, do you?
I hope the keen-eared among you caught that. That I imagine any information from the old war is either lost or heavily restricted by anyone who would have it. And don't get me wrong, like, as a higher up in the corpus, it makes sense that Allard V might have access or been able to have bought that information. But it's kind of wild. Either, or maybe it wasn't that long ago. Like, I sort of assumed that the history of Warframe has taken place over 1,000 years or something. Maybe it's only been like 2 generations. And Allard V's dad was a part of the Orican Empire, or part of the Orican slave race. The Corpus were like the low rung among the Orican Empire, which is a sort of reason for the bullied becoming the bully.
Reservoir. Some hidden Tenno weakness.
Because now they are known for keeping slaves.
We'll take it from here.
Don't think so. I'm here to protect my investment. If that thing manages to destroy the Tenno, then where does my investment go? Now then, where is he?
It's also interesting to see someone like argue back with the Lotus, because she is portrayed as a very strong character, but Aladvi is frequently shown as someone far greedier than his life should permit, making all sorts of insane deals for the sake of profit. This is one of the reasons I think he's honestly a kind of interesting character, as much as he is a ratbag piece of dirt. Like, I hope he comes back. Last we knew he was still alive. I suppose slight spoilers for no, he doesn't die at the end of this quest. But I don't know why you'd be thinking that. It's not like the Lotus or him are physically coming with me. So even if the Tenno did die, I don't think either of them would be in serious risk. At least immediately. Hunhow would probably take over the solar system if we weren't here.
I saw a path to the reservoir that led through here. He cannot reach it alone. He needs the stalker to do it for him.
I don't need the stalker to do shit for me. Wait. I didn't know we could come down here. Well, fine. I actually can't transference at the moment, apparently. And, like, logically that makes sense.
It's simple, really. I scratch your mental back, and close scratch mine. All the credits in the system aren't worth half as much as a Tenno. Oh, they
He's probably right. You know, who would you rather owe you money? The Iron Bank of Bravos or the Shadow Wizard Money Gang? Because while we're not known for being rich, we are Shadow Wizards. For sure, for sure. Hello?
You'll figure out how to open it again, won't you?
This needle pierces the sky. Not how will we find the Tenno hardware? These puppets will not stop me. I will attack in many forms.
No, the myriad forms. Hey, Orican cells.
Impressive.
The sentient is dead, Lotus. It's chill.
The stalker is built for a piece. Use this one to reopen the portal before more sentient fighters come. The void is poison to them. Cross the threshold. Go now. Sentients cannot follow.
So the other was running out into space.
Oh, don't you just hate that feeling? Mix my stuff yet and see where you've landed. Find a now console. Sweet prophet, the moon exists. It was in the void all along. I knew the Lotus was powerful, but this, she erased history. We thought it was destroyed all this time. My, Lotus, you make a fine villain.
And the reservoir with it. Very clever, not Shadow, your path is clear.
As is ours, Hun Hao.
The reservoir, hidden in the void, a place sentients can never reach. We must do everything to keep it there. It's the only way to keep the Tenno's power alive.
Found the reservoir. As unpleasant as our past is, I have to ask. I've seen inside a Tenno, yes, and what I found didn't make sense. Does this reservoir conceal some great deception?
Everything was done to protect them. The void is forbidden to the sentients. It's our only protection against destroying the Tenno. Do not let Aleph distract you from finishing.
They don't know the truth either, do they? How sweet. The betrayers get what they deserve. Lies from now impotent mother.
Detect the ship between the tower. That's the stalker. He's on his way to the moon. You need to find a way to get off this tower and onto the moon.
Alright.
It seems to me that this tower is dedicated to masking the moon's location in the void, yes. Why not disable the mask so that claptrap orders can pick them up? Or is that too complicated for you? That's it, Tenno. Shut down this power grid so that your mouthpiece orders can lock onto your location in the void.
Keep talking, Oracle called Aladvi. Your silence soon comes.
Okie dokie. This is going to be slightly annoying to get out of. Hey, I'm doing it. Chill, man, chill. Okay, maybe I have to do them in an order. Maybe you didn't stand close enough to it. You're pretty close to it. You have to stand on them. Great, now all of these gonna make fun of me. Yeah, there's gotta be an order or something. Okay, there it is. Aha. Not today, V. Alright, or just get me the hell out of here.
Mask is crumbling.
Good work. It's crazy how clueless orders seem sometimes.
Reservoir swells with Tenno.
Bro, I'm the shadow of your dad.
Another job being executed.
But I didn't appreciate that this quest also serves as an introduction to the Stalker. which will be useful later on. Because the Stalker's also a quite interesting character, despite being a man of few words.
Ordis actually remembers the last time he was here. Concern for the operator is at critical levels. The suspense is killing me. Lotus, you have to tell us your secret. Hey, don't cut me off.
Within the moon lies the reservoir, the secret to your Tenno power. But the secret is dangerous. It drove the Stalker to madness. Forgive my deception. I was only trying to protect you from the seamate. Now, it is time to protect yourselves by ensuring that it remains within the safety of the void.
Okay, that was an interesting implication. Most of the Warframe community think that Stalker is a Warframe. And understandable, they look like a Warframe, they fight like a Warframe. But that line kind of gives the impression that he's an enhanced Tenno. If the Lotus was worried about us becoming like him or sharing the same fate, and maybe she does mean it as simply as going crazy. But is he even crazy? Like, does she know that? And it's quite likely, like, that she may know the Stalker much better than us. The Lotus seems to know a lot that we don't. It's a little bit frustrating, honestly. But obviously, the Lotus is basically the devs, so of course they do. But it is frustrating that she's quite open about, no, there are just things that I cannot tell you.
Shadow, so that my fragments may attack. The Tenno hearts will beat their last.
No, if the void is collapsed, the reservoir will be destroyed, and you and the rest of the Tenno will be lost. Get to the void controller and stop the Stalker.
I'm also glad to have footage of that. I mentioned that some characters do refer to the fact that there is more than one Tenno. You are not the only one.
Asking yourself, where is this heart, if not in my chest?
Also, that line from Allard V.
The moon will be crushed by the weight of the void. The sky will be as it should be.
Void collapse. Oh no. It would be such a shame to lose the moon so soon after finding it. Of course, you could just put it back in its rightful place, couldn't you, Lotus?
I didn't want to have to do this, but the collapse is imminent. If the reservoir is to survive, we need to pull the moon out of the void. Here, help me disrupt the void compasses to reorient the moon.
Void compasses. Wow. Bro, you do not want this smoke.
There are 3 void compasses that steer the moon within the void. I will disconnect them from the central system to gain control, supply them with power from their shields while I finish my task.
Flush this organ blood. Chisel bones from our bones. You cannot stop the inevitable.
Okay, no, I should think on. I was really worried that since Clovo doesn't have shields, will this not work?
Another compass needs her shield's power.
But even at this point, there were Warframes that exist without shields, so hopefully they did think about that.
Void compasses are all
Thankfully they did.
but there is one more step. Get to the pendulum.
The pendulum.
What was that?
Oregon, the noise you make will cease now and forever.
House found me. Sorry I can't stick around to see how this all ends, but I've got to save my own skin. Don't forget our dear Lotus.
I forgot that Hunhow actually went and tracked him down during this. I really did.
These pendula keep the moon stable before put them down. Security. Watch out.
Do I need a bigger gun or something? Hello? I'm not firing an arc gun at them. Nope. Not clear on what this wants from me. Because it feels like it should be something to do with that and the exposed bit. But clearly it is not. What is this thing? Okay, no, it can't be killed. Can you go down there? No. Well, technically, yes, but it doesn't have any reason to. Wow. This really will be an excellent thing for everybody to see about. I'm not kidding about being abominable at puzzles. I'm a quite literal person. Ah! Okay. Where is the eye? There it is. Oh. What the fuck? Okay, I hate this. Come on. Okay, that's why these are here. Hello? Sorry about this, everyone. But I finally did figure it out. Yay! I can only imagine. Is extraction even possible while the moon falls out of the void? Weird. Whee!
Maybe they're meant to save us. They won't hurt anyone. I just need more time.
I should maybe stand there and listen to the dialogue. Because that is actually our introduction to Ballas and Margulis. And I honestly didn't think it would let me leave before that finished.
Hunhow will send his fighters, and the stalker is still coming for you. Move now.
Alright, let's move. Stalker's gonna try and eat my ass.
He saved the moon from a void collapse, but Hunhow can now attack the reservoir directly. He must not reach the sacred place.
Shadow, bleed the reservoir until it is desert dry.
This will stop the voices from taking hold. You will have to dream, my angel.
Oh boy, I love dreams.
Lotus, join with me. Destroy your shame. Become the one I love. Become Nataha once more.
You Orichan! So perfect on the outside, but you're rotted through and through!
Seven hands raised. For your apostasy, the judgment is dead. It's about the other rejects we can see. Causes transference. These are gods possessed by devil minds.
Do, 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 do. Wait. No, okay. For a sec there I thought there was a beating heart in that. Like, it does kind of look like a heart.
Dream. Not of what you are, but of what you want to be. right now. But you're more vulnerable than ever. Get back to your ship now.
So slow.
You need to focus your mind to unleash your true power.
Get away from us. We're leaving. This is really funny. You're basically wielding your operator as a weapon. I don't mean to rob this moment of anything. It just is visually kind of funny. That like I am just aiming this like a gun. Ah! Zorkalover, you're strong. Your body can take it. Otis, get us the hell out of here. This is really weird.
I don't know how much time you have. Descend into the heart of your orbiter. There you will find the somatic link.
Run. Run, Kalava. Oh dear.
Stalker, how?
No, go. Leave us alone.
Get past it. Get to the link. Focus, Tenno. Use your energy to breathe life into the somatic link.
You shall not leave this place.
Man, what you have with me? Leave me alone.
Again, it needs more power.
And I'm the writing on the wall, mate. Alright? Calm down.
One more time.
I am the truth with no eyes. I am the one who sleeps.
No self, no sense, no death, just our beloved, tangled on Tenno strings.
Kalava, kick this bitch in the dick.
Only the Tenno's death, believe in your despair.
I believe in you. That's not good. That's gonna hurt.
All your
You should definitely kick him in the dick, Kalava.
waiting for this moment. But you're asking yourself, was I one of those wretched things? You know the answer. You still hate him.
Joe. That wasn't quite kicking him in the dick. It worked. You were clever. My neck looks weird. Maybe it's because he just broke your neck. Ooh, I don't think we have bones. Thanks, Space Mom.
Now we fight on two fronts, my child. The war without. My child, so beautiful to behold. How do you feel?
I'm confused. I thought I was...
I know. Forgive me. This is who you really are, a Tenno. More than human, but once a child like any other. What do you remember?
The soft lines of a hand. My mother's, I think. We were watching the stars, awaiting the jump to Tau. She was afraid.
Memories. From your time aboard the Zariman 10-0, before the void jump accident. It was years before the ship was recovered. It was drifting, dead in space. All her crew gone, except the children.
I didn't want to live anymore. I felt guilty that I was alive. But we could do things. Extraordinary things. Maybe there was a reason we survived.
You were so brave, but the Orakin were afraid of you. The void had changed you, and you couldn't control it. No one could. They were about to destroy the orphans of 10-0 and Margulis. She loved you. She found a way.
In dreams, we could control it. Focus it. So she made the pods. Her favorite flower. She said sometimes something beautiful can grow out of something ugly.
The Orakin murdered Margulis, used her work to create transference. Your mind projected into a surrogate strong enough to withstand your power. It felt like waking up, but it was just a lucid second dream.
We must have known. I remembered what it was like to be afraid, to be weak. I vowed never to forget that. Never to abuse what I had been given. I had a code.
I'm Batman.
Tenno, serving the Orakin, but bound by honor. As the Tenno grew, they founded great schools, the Tenno ways. Do you see yours?
I see a tree of many branches. Naramon way. Our discipline focused on knowing the enemy. We believe that to truly understand a foe would confer the greatest advantage upon a warrior.
Naramon will be your focus. But we have so much more to do. Here in the Orbiter, transference will be even stronger. Command the Warframes. Make whole the shattered world we've been given. Are you ready, Tenno?
Yes, Lotus, I am.
But there we go. And I guess this does serve as a excellent sort of introduction as to who's the Lotus, what's a Tenno, because it's a little bit narratively strange. And I'll be honest, even as a Tenno myself, even I don't have all the information on what was the Tenno's past, what happened on the Zariman 10-0. We've got bits and pieces, enough that I could tell you stories, but there'd be parts of it that are just speculation and conjecture. But we'll get into that more as we dive deeper into Warframe's story. Thank you to all who have watched. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, I'd like to ask you to leave a comment, like or subscribe, as it all helps with the algorithm and it honestly helps me know what you guys have an interest in actually seeing from me. But until next time, I hope you all have a great day, stay safe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye!